It's even more than maybe you think. It's 1 in 3 women and 1 in 6 men do experience any kind of sexual assault during their life. And it's thousands of years and even more that we are aware of that, or we're at least familiar with that. We have description even in the Bible. However, although it's so common and so prevalent, still the society, doesn't really accept that it is a real crime. It's still always making the women or the men feeling that maybe it's some kind of their guiltness, and that's why it makes them very ashamed to talk about it, and even to report and to come to have some assistance, like in hospitals, doctors, medical assistants, legal assistants, etc. We are talking that only 18, not 80, 18% of sexually assaulted, I would say women, because they are the most. So it's about less than 20% of sexually assaulted women will come to ask for assistance, medical, legal, social, psychological, etc. And we know that about children, that once they are abused, sexually abused, more than 50% are not talking to anybody until they are adult. They don't share this thing. So that's the unreported, the shameful, and the feeling of guiltiness make them make this kind of event very devastating and destructive. That's what we structure here in Hadassah, the Bat Ami Center, which is like emergency center. It's 24/7. It's 365 days, even Yom Kippur, open for everybody. We're a team on call. We are consistent of 3 professionals. It's a social worker, it's a doctor and nurse. And what we are doing in our center, the first thing would be the psychosocial support, which is the most important. And then we provide medical assistance, treatment, prevention of unwanted pregnancy and, sexually transmitted infection. And also we are collecting forensic evidence for legal processes if the victim will like to do. And what else I would say very important, as I explained, that it is very devastating. Those victims have very high morbidity rate. We're talking, we're not talking in general about diseases that they have many complications. So we're talking about diabetes and cancer, etc. But we're not talking enough about sexually assaulted women or men. We have to know that 60 to 70% of them will have psychiatric illness. They will have psychiatric treatments. They have much more, for example, cancer, cervical cancer. They have more cardiovascular disease like myocardial infarction, and they die. Their mortality rate is almost 4 times more than people in their age who weren't sexually assaulted.